All right.
Boom, 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 boom. Reminisce, reminisce.
Reminisce on the good times in life. Yo,
That's
another
it,
week.
man.
How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother?
Man, doing all right, man. Doing all right, man. Just looking forward to like the warmer weather ahead. Toronto's one of those places that like, yo, when the winter comes, it's cold, but when summer hits, like we have summer. Like I feel like everybody just comes alive. We evolve from the screw face capital and we turn that frown, upside down, and everybody is just joyous and celebrating, man. So I'm just looking for that kind of warm weather ahead. And the last couple of days we've been getting a bit of warmth, so getting a little glimpse of what's to come. Yeah, man. And how are you doing though? Are you frozen?
You got me? Hold on.
Wait, I can hear you, but it looks like there we go. Yes.
Sorry, yeah, somebody's buzzing in downstairs. I got a partner coming in. My pandemic partner bearing through the madness with me, cooking food and watching shows. We're watching Power actually lately. It's been pretty interesting.
Power? Oh, have you just started getting into that? Like what season?
Yeah. We're at season 3 right now.
Okay. No, Power's pretty dope. I definitely got into Power. I got more into Power than Empire. I thought Power was pretty dope. Really, really interesting. Like how it evolves and whatnot. Yeah. I won't give away too much, so you're gonna have to figure that out on your own, man. Oh, I think your connection is kind of down, but anyways, man. In the meantime, man, this is the Reminisce Show.
Hold on, there you
go. Okay, yo, you're back. All right. Well, Reminisce Show, man. We here every Tuesday, 7 p.m., where we connect the past, present, and future traditions of Sankofa. Going back to collect what we may have forgotten, and we have a strong focus on Toronto culture, hip hop, and a lot of the things that have evolved that has got us to where we are right now, man. So we always, bring it back, reminisce, and keep connected. But yeah, man. So how's things on your end, though?
Pretty good, yo. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Yeah, I can't hear myself that well. I need to get my headphones. Things are all right. Just another week. I have been enjoying the good weather. That's been nice. I got a bike ride in. Shout out to my dude over in Ghana. I got to send him some love, so it was dope. I got a little homie in Ghana I've been talking to for I guess maybe about 10 years now.
Okay, that's what's up.
And yeah, it's dope. He lets me know how it goes over there. I let him know how it goes over here, and we all just try to keep each other's spirits alive.
No, that's peace, man. Keep connected to the motherland, man. Without a doubt. Ghana.
Yo, this thing went really quiet. I don't know why I can't hear you that well. I want to hear you better.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear? Okay, I'm glad you can hear me, but
I can hear you. Like am I like faints? You want to turn up your speaker or something? Microphone check 1 2.
Yeah. Bomba clock. Sorry about this.
It's okay, man. We're going to make it happen, though. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, in hip hop news, what we good?
Yeah, I'll work with it. It's quiet, but it's good.
Yeah. Well, I was going to go like in a bit of like hip hop news that Maestro Fresh Rest released a children's book, entitled "Stick to Your Vision." Young Maestro goes to school. This is like a illustrated book, man, that was done by the big homie, man, Eclipse. You know what I mean? Crown of Thorns, all of the men doing their thing. And this is like a quick little summary about the book. I'll just read real quick. So it says, the story of a young boy and his memories of going to school in Toronto follow young Maestro West as he finds new adventures in school and introduces to the world of hip hop. West competes in a school writing contest against Julia the Great and Hakeem the Dream. Nervous but ready to compete, West draws inspiration from his family, his teacher, his friends, and mentor DJ Greg, and all that he has learned from hip-hop. He finds his powers of writing and uses his voice to capture the reader. Get ready for a hip-hop journey, man. So big up to Maestro I believe this is like in celebration of his like 30th anniversary of I guess Stick to Your Vision. That's crazy. 30th anniversary already? Wow. Yo, salute to Maestro, man, for his like consistency and everything that he's been doing. You know, I know he's out in the East Coast. You know, I believe it was it Halifax or New Brunswick or Newfoundland. Shoot, I can't remember which one it was. I think it's Newfoundland. I think he's like in Newfoundland, yo.
Yeah, New Brunswick.
Anyways, he's out on the East Coast.
John.
Right, he's just out in the East Coast holding it down, representing. So hopefully we can get him featured on the Reminisce Show so he can really, you know, give us a rundown of like hip hop in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then what has led him to the East Coast. You know,
yeah.
So that'll be pretty ill.
It would be dope. And like, you know, I mean, Maestro, Michi went to New York in '86. She didn't go there permanently, but she got signed to Profile in New York in '86, which was pre-history, before even Backbone Slide. People don't know, like Michi Me was making history before history books were even being written in Toronto music. So.
She was the original. Like
the original,
she was like the first one to get signed, no? Like the first Canadian rapper, or was that Maestro?
Yeah, no, she was the very first Canadian artist to get signed to anything and to a major label. But she got signed in the States. I think it was Profile in '86 or '89. But like Maestro obviously it was also a big moment. I'm just saying this to say it was a big moment when Maestro went in '92, '93 for to go hook up with Showbiz from Digging in the Crates. Remember that second album he did? No, the third album. Right. Search Without the Retsin was the single, and the album was called Nah, This Kid Can't Be From Canada.
I remember that. Right. Yo, shout out to Righteous in the chats. You know what I mean? Big on Maestro, he actually has a radio show. I did hear about that actually. Yeah. I think that's really cool that he's out there, you know, spinning some tunes and, you know, making his presence out there. Like to me, that's hip hop. You know, like he's always there, staying relevant, keeping true to his roots, keeping the culture circulating and making his imprint, man. So that's blessed, man. I appreciate that.
Yep. And we were talking about Maestro, the book that he did. I mean, the original version, I'm glad he did this kid's version, but the original version of Stick to Your Vision I got one here. And that's I have to pull it out. Too. Yo, yes, Maestro, we got you, homie. We love you. Yo, so dope. So dope, man. Yes. Maestro gave me a signed copy too. It's dope.
So dope, man.
Yeah, man, you know, you just gotta salute the homie, man. He made so much history, and it's just good to know that he's still doing creative things and spreading his word and sticking to his vision.
That's right, man. Yo, I'm gonna give Maestro a shout out. You know what I mean, and see if I can get him on here within the next couple weeks. You know, so look out for that. Here from the big homie himself. Yeah, man. It's like what else is going on in hip hop news, man?
Yesterday was the 5-year anniversary of Phife Dawg's passing.
Okay, yo, rest in peace, Phife Dawg, man. Legendary, man. No doubt.
Salute the big homie Malik B. Malik, the homie, and Phife is just I love him. I met him a couple times, and we didn't really talk too much, but I did spend time around him, and it was just like perfect hip hop dream. He was like a good human, down to earth, never too big of an ego, but just had a big personality. Like I'm Phife Dawg, hey,
yeah, man, and we got to hear some. We got to hear some like exclusive stories from Collision, you know, Tough Dumping Productions. You know what I mean? Like how like songs almost didn't even like, you know, make it, man. But you know, that's incredible.
That was such an amazing story. Collision telling, oh my God, I'm so glad he dropped those jewels on us. And yeah, I just really quickly. Phife was one of the very first rappers that I ever actually kind of crossed paths with ever in real life. There was a show in 1993 in Ottawa that I went to that was a dream concert. It was my first time going to backstage ever. I got a backstage ticket, and Souls of Mischief opened up, and the Souls of Mischief opened up for De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest, and that was a fantastic concert. Yeah, That was a fantastic concert. In '93, I can't even express how great. Souls of Mischief had just come out with their album '93 Till Infinity. They only did 3 songs. They did their 3 singles, and then De La Soul opened up for Tribe Called Quest. And I went backstage, and the very first like real hip hop experience was Phife Dawg just sitting on a chair and just like being like, "Yo, I love the Knicks," and he was just talking basketball. And I was like, I didn't even say anything to him. I'm just like, I'm really sitting watching Phife Dawg talk about New York basketball. This is so amazing.
Right.
And I didn't even talk to him. I just listened to him for like 5 minutes, be like, "Yo, man, Ewing this and Oakley that and Starks," and I was like,
he's passionate, man. He's going in, man. Real passionate.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just a Phife Dawg for him.
Yeah, man.
So, yo, man. So did you see anything catch your eye in this week of the news? Like,
let me see. Like anything catch me this week? I know that Mustafa, the poet, you know, young guy from Regent Park, has been doing a lot of music, really telling like, you know, stories from the urban perspective, but through the channel of using like folk music, you know, and his music has been really incredible and just giving like a fresh, you know, perspective on things. And I know that he has a new release. I believe it's called Ali. I just saw it on his Instagram. I don't know if it's out yet though, but you know, again, it's like one of those songs that is deeply filled with like emotion, and it's almost like this like audio like movie, man, the way how he puts together his music. So I don't know if the song is officially out yet, because I tried to look for it on YouTube. I didn't really see anything, so hopefully that comes out in the next couple days though. But that little promo snippet seemed pretty cool. You know, another thing, I believe Junior T released his deluxe version of Studio Monk. You know, so shout out to Junior T, man. He's someone who's I've been seeing him do his thing for like well over a decade. You know, like Smash Brother days, Western Union days. You know, Saga City all day, all representing, and it's cool to see him really putting forward on his craft, like evolving from an MC and then moving towards like a producer, like not just a beat maker but a producer. You know, playing instruments and like collaborating with artists and just crafting a masterpiece, man. So shout out to him and his Studio Monk album. Everybody got to go check that out on all streaming platforms. Salute him, Junior T, Studio Monk.
Junior T is one of Canada's bright, rising, shining, glowing stars. Like, I didn't do not his first show, but one of the first shows he ever did, he told me, was when we got to rock with him at In Divine Style. I think he was 18 or 19 years old. Very young. And like, I didn't care about nothing but talent. And I'm like, yo, this kid is just pure, amazing hip hop energy. He's everything, yo. Makes beats, spits rhymes, has a good spirit, good heart. Like, it's so good to see good things happen to Junior T. And I just big up the studio, big up the whole Studio Monk. Everything. The documentary was really dope. Actually, I don't know if you saw.
I saw quite a bit of it. You know, it's dope because like part of that like documentary when they're showing. Well, there's some. I don't know if it's the same one, but there's one that we're showing like his like recording process from like good 10 years ago, like going to Jamaica and whatnot. And there's a scene of him wearing a Stolen from Africa shirt, you know, like representing. So it's like it's all one movement, and just seeing like, you know, the evolution of that, and to be able to have all of these different, you know, sections documented is incredible. So salute to him, salute to his creative process, and yeah, man, keep shining, keep rising.
Yep. Hot Toronto music, yo. Saga City forever. So big up to the whole Western Union, man. Them like Smash Brothers all day. Like, yo, those I don't know who it is, but I saw Crook say something that's very, very intriguing. Crook is like Crooklyn's been on his Jay Dilla shit for a long time, and Crooklyn he's been producing for a lot of the TDE cats. He's making not oh my god, yeah, yo, Crook is quietly like serious. Yo, Crooklyn is making hella beats, not for Kendrick, but for Isaiah Rashad, I think. It's I think J-Rock. I don't listen to too much TDE. I'm not gonna play, but I know, like, I saw last time I saw Crook, he told me, he's like, yeah, man, I go to Cali often, and I'm doing lots of work with TDE, and he's making a lot of sick beats with them. And I don't know who it is, but this is a super little secret. I
Or
saw him
some
say
no.
I saw him say on Twitter a week ago, Brooklyn, he just goes, one of my favorite rappers of all time that I grew up loving just called me and asked me to make a group with him. And he didn't say who it was, but that's what he said. And I was like, yo, man,
Make
like
a
this
group.
is,
Well, like,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, like, you know, who knows if the music will come out? Who knows what's going on? I hope it does. But I'm just saying, like, Crooklyn is doing awesome. So big up to Smash Brothers all day.
Jeez, yeah, man. Crooklyn's a really, really dope cat, super talented on the mic and on the beats, man. So yeah, we're looking forward to see what that looks like. Good to see man's doing their thing, man. It's inspiring, man. Keep that energy going, keep that circulating, man. Yeah. Proper, man. So, what else is in the in the news, man? What's going on in the world of hip hop?
Well,
there was well, okay, well, do you want to get to that the bigger thing, or do you want to get to the versus battle?
Oh, the verses. Let's do the verses. Yeah, you're right. We'll do the verses because then we can lead into that other shit.
All right. Yeah, man. So there was the verses, you know, with Raekwon, Ghostface, man, WuTang, forever, WuTang, man. Like the man, how could I put it, man? Like these two together, man, are just like a sight to be seen, man. Like I've been blessed to be around them in the flesh and see them in action. It's incredible, you know. Now I wasn't able to, like, you know, see the whole entire thing, but I know you as a supreme WuTang fan were there, right, logged in, taking it in. So, like, what was your perspective on the Ghostface and Raekwon?
It was family. It was a family. WuTang concerts are family reunions to me now. 100%.
They are.
They really are. It's like hardcore hip hop head family reunion every time. So this was no different. It was wonderful to see Ghost and Ray. They're healthy. Both of them look like they're well fed. They're not like they haven't lost themselves. They're like, Ghost is like 51 years old now. I think Raekwon's 53. Wow. But yeah, no, Ghost turned 50 last year, yo. Like he and it's like, yo, man. I mean, from ODB dying at 36 to like a bunch of Staten Island dudes dying at 25. Like, it's like, yo, Ghost is healthy. He's happy. He's getting older, but he's looking great for an older dude. Right. Comes out wearing a big fur jacket at one point. He's just still pretty Tony styling.
Yeah. Outfit changes.
Nothing changes. They're just going through their catalog and they're just, it wasn't a versus. I heard one or two people complain about this, and I was like, "Fuck! Don't complain. It's a celebration. Like, like the sound clash thing is really dope. It's cool when people are like, yeah. Like Ray and Ghost were like, we're brothers. We're not like trying to like outdo each other. Even though it's like at the end of the day, quite a lot of people were like, yeah, Ghostface solo songs were better than Raekwon solo songs. But it's like that's not the point. So, I mean, I'm just saying all this to say it was a wonderful celebration. RZA shows up and gives him a drink. He's like, it's great to see you guys. Let's cheers and toast. Capadonna shows up, does a verse. It was dope. Master Killer showed up, does his verse. It's so dope. Like, he did a verse from Glaciers of Ice, I think.
Definitely a family vibe then, for sure.
Super family vibe. And it was just like Ray and Ghost are hugging and like, they're happy, and like Ghostface grabs Ray by the head once, gives him a kiss on the head. It's like, yo, man, that's just brotherly. It was so beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh man, that's so good to see, for sure. Really appreciate that vibe, man. WuTang, because I grew up on WuTang and a lot of their elements, the foundation, and that's why I really appreciate about them. They really are a family, and regardless if there's problems or, you know, internal, you know, conflicts or whatever, they find a way to work through it and push through it. So always like salute them, you know, like it's not easy having all those members together for all these years and going through so many different things. I mean, that's not easy. So it really shows that they have some type of understanding that works for them. So salute to them.
Logik, you nailed it actually, because the quick thing I'll say is they really had some beautiful stories between their songs. They're some of the best. they were really dropping jewels about their lives and their feelings and stuff between the joints. And Raekwon said at one point, he's like, no, Ghostface said, he's like, yo, man, like, these brothers keep me sharp, yo. You don't understand. It's like competition when we make some of these albums. So he's like, some days, and it was just pure slang all day. He's like, some days my darts is off. My darts is off, and I was like, I'll be writing some whack shit. My pen is whack, and my brothers would just come and go. They come and smoke me, yo, and I wouldn't even get on that song. So then it's like you and you.
That's honest.
And it's
That's
like,
honest.
It was just, they were just coming out their heart, being like really like, yeah. And then Raekwon goes, it's not easy doing this group. This group isn't easy, you know. But they were just like, obviously, like the work was what we got, which was
that's exactly it, man. Like, you know, we need more like authentic conversations and hearing these types of narratives and the backstories to like the experiences, you know, because we see all the glamour and everything's all polished and shiny, but yeah, like we don't hear about those times in the lab where everybody's on fire, you're having an off day, and then it's like, you know what? Let me just fall back. I'm not getting on the song. I've definitely been in the studio in that you know that mindset, so I totally understand that. But these are stories that make, you know, the songs and just like the overall like brand or how we connect with artists, like, you know, so much deeper. You know, like this is what makes the connection. You know, so I love that. I love the backstories.
It was so dope. You're absolutely right, yo. It was just pure life information they were given, and just they weren't holding anything back. The whack thing was the way it ended, because they did only 20 songs, and it's like, yo, man, these guys could go 40 songs. So like at the end of it, they were like, yeah, it's 20 songs, but we don't really want to leave. So the DJs just kept playing like old funk records. And like Ray and Ghost started just dancing and jamming and be like, yo, man, you know, like, yo, they're just playing like old 70s soul records, and then they're like, don't stop it, don't stop it. And it was going dope for like 20 minutes. They were just singing and dancing. And then somebody comes in, like some pure business suit, like walks in front of the camera and then just is like cuts it off in the middle of everything. And it's like, yo,
really?
This is whack. Yeah, it just ended. It just ended abruptly. It was very whack. Like,
they're like, oh, your time's up.
Yeah, they're just like, no, like corporate business. Like we're not gonna have a bunch of fun and just like jam for an hour. Like, what's that? We didn't plan that. So yeah, it ended a little abruptly, but that's okay, because my bad. That's actually some music that leads into the next verses, which is happening in a couple weeks. I was actually playing some Earth, Wind, and Fire right there, because
Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? You're saying Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers?
Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire coming up soon.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be jamming. We're gonna be hearing soul music. Yeah.
Non-stop all day, man. Yeah. Never get old.
But then also on 420, you heard what was happening the other one on 420, right?
You're telling me, man. Meth Man, Red Man on 420. How appropriate. So we're looking out for that, man. Yes, man. That's April 20th, 420th.
That's gonna be sick.
Yeah. Indeed.
So and they had a bunch of other ones. Like they said that they're just like, we're just getting started, and they have a couple other ones kind of slotted. But the very last thing I'll say is, rumor on the street was that D'Angelo had 3 other friends planned to show up for his one, but they all backed out the day before at like 3 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody knows who it was, but like word on the street is people are like, yo, D'Angelo had people who flopped on him.
Yeah. Okay. Crazy, man. Crazy. All right. So what's next, man? We got a couple more minutes left, man. But what was that last one you're talking about? This person who does like motivational speaking and relationship coach, and what's that guy's name again?
Derek Jackson. We got to go in on Derek Jackson. We got to.
All right. So break it down for the people, because I've been seeing some memes pop up, and you know, I'm gonna let you tell it.
Okay. Well, I mean, for those who don't know, Derek Jackson is similar to Jada Pinkett or a few other people online where they do relationship therapy. Derek specifically focuses, I think, on primarily black relationships and black people.
Right.
But he's been going maybe for a decade or so now. He's one of the premier relationship coaches online. One of his things is he's often sitting in his car just doing speeches from his car. He'll just do like a 5-minute thing and be like, it's good to stick to one woman. Marriage is the best, and very traditional advice.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, can't knock the hustle. I'll just say it like that.
Right.
Because like he's the kind of guy who would promote a shirt that says "Black men don't cheat." That campaign, when that came out, he was one of those dudes. So he used to go really hard at players and stuff, and I'm like, yo, man, it's kind of like those priests who like talk, and then you catch them catch them in the back.
Right.
So it's like I didn't fuck with him too hard, but I respected him for the work he put in. But I was like, I don't know, I kind of questioned him a little bit. Lo and behold, he just got, huh?
I said, lo and behold, go on. Yeah.
Lo and behold, it's a time-tested tale that's as old as the sun and the stars. Man comes out and gets exposed for cheating a couple days ago, and he's cheated more than once with more than one woman. One of the women that was with him was like, "Yo, I've slept in his wife's bed. We've taken trips to Florida. You know, he's kind of tricked some money on me, kind of thing." And like, so it's like
doing the most. He's like doing the most, like everything.
Doing the most, man. Doing the most, yo. And like, this is like grand hypocrisy. Like, this is a top shelf two-facedness, because man is out literally has tens of millions of followers, and like has written nine books, has T-shirts, has a whole business of selling. Like, I'm a relationship coach, and I'm Mr. Monogamous. I don't cheat.
Right.
And it comes out, and man's is like cheating at medium level business. And so his wife came out on with them, and his wife was like, yo, I know about it. I left him for a while. I came back. I forgave him. And they started saying, we give the glory to God. God is helping, blah, blah, blah. It got a little Christian. He says that he quit drinking and has cut off all the he's like, oh, I deleted all their numbers. I'm not talking to them. So he's trying to sell it, but I don't know, man. I like what you said when we were talking. Tell him what you said about like the better approach. I really like what you said.
Oh, well, I mean, people, I feel like everybody has their own struggles or whatever. So I would never come in and judge him for whatever. But I think like there definitely would have been like an opportunity where he could have like handled this with like integrity. Like he could have like, used this opportunity to be honest and been like, yo, I know I've said all of this, but I'm only human, and this is the situation that I went through, and here's how I'm going to be moving forward in it to heal, to find peace, to restore integrity and with his wife and whoever are the other parties involved, I think instead of just kind of like, like denying and putting up this kind of like force field of like protecting him and giving off this image that he's, perfect or whatever, I think that's what makes it even worse. You know what I mean? Because like he's the guy who's like, "How dare you? Treat her with respect and this and that." But meanwhile, he's doing like the exact same thing. So I think it was a missed opportunity on his behalf. Like he could have used, if he exposed himself, like I think people would have more empathy for that. So, you know what I mean? To be like, "Yo, okay, well, yeah, it sucks, but at least he's being real about it, and he's like going about it in a proper way to that's accountable with integrity and whatnot." And then also too, like, if he knows that he has like a desire to be with like, more than one woman at a time, like that could have been like a conversation, you know what I'm saying? And then if his wife is not about that, like, yo, like the reality is like there's people out there for whatever desire like you're trying to look for, you know what I mean? But I think there's a way that you can do that like with integrity and just to be real, you know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe that is his thing. Maybe he would rather be with more than one person, but I don't know. But he needs to figure out that piece and just, do some searching, try to figure out what works for him. But yeah,
totally
it is. Yeah. Go ahead.
No. I totally wanted to agree with what you just said 1,000,000%, because he said, I've cut off the women, I deleted their numbers and all the online profiles, and I'm not drinking anymore, and I'm devoted myself to God. And it's like, that's cool on a certain level, but that's like that. It's like if you're trying to stop yourself from a bad habit, like locking yourself in a room isn't really getting to the core of the problem. It's not. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, just to remove yourself from the addiction doesn't mean you've cured yourself of the addiction. And like, it's like, yo, man, if he, like, exactly like you said, I agree. If he really wants to be with more than one person, because he's cheated on his wife multiple times. This wasn't a one-time thing. So like, if your nature is to try to want to be with more than one person, just like securing yourself to your wife and cutting off all the other people, like, it's not necessarily the solution. And like, you could just kind of like, you were deceiving us for years because you were selling it for years that you were this perfect monogamous dude, but you were cheating in the back. So like, it's not to say that you couldn't do it again and just be like, oh, I promise I'm with this wife. You've seen her, and we made this new chapter of us. But it's like, yo, like, did you get to the core of the problem, or did you just create a new front? So, because you had the old front that you sold for 10 years and people believed it. So it's like, so I don't know. I just really like, exactly like you said, it's really about knowing who you really are and what you really want, and just having the moment of truth. Show up in the moment of truth and being like, yo, I want this. Do you want the same thing? Because if they don't, better not to lie to them.
Yeah, indeed. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hide from yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see how this unfolds moving forward. I know that social media is having a field day. They're going off with the memes, and just, you know, it's kind of wild though. But we
will see. But to tie it to hip hop real quick, there is a parallel, slightly similar but also different situation with T.I. and Tiny.
Okay, go ahead, speak on that.
Yeah, because T.I. and Tiny are now under investigation for, they kind of did what we were talking about, but they took it way too far. They went way too far. They were a married couple, and they were openly, and this isn't really much of a secret, they've talked on TV. They've talked on TV shows about it. I think on one of T.I.'s first shows about his family, he's like, yeah, you know, me and my wife we're kind of open. She kind of messes around with girls a bit, and we kind of we go to parties together. So it was like, okay, that's cool. That's great. You talk about it openly. They are now under investigation from the police in Atlanta for multiple women, like double digits women, are saying they've used drugs, they've used ecstasy, they've used, you know, Molly and spiked women's drinks, and T.I. has used Tiny as like a kind of a groomer, and they've like apparently gone against some women's consent and made these threesomes, like exploiting and sexual abusing. So yeah, T.I. and Tiny are under investigation for this right now. So like, the middle ground is nice, where you do consensual stuff and you tell your partner. Like,
absolutely.
You don't do Derek Jackson and hide it from your partner, and you don't do T.I. and fucking use your partner to abuse women.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
It's a crazy world out there.
It is, man. True indeed, man. But that looks like we're coming towards the end of our session here, man. I don't know if you have any more flyers left. Like, I still feel we might need to like invite Kamau, you know, so he can plug in some of his like incredible archive, you know, library of like exclusives in mint condition.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, just to talk about the value of mint condition. I mean, I do have some mint condition flyers. Big up to the Bad Perm.
Okay, salute Bad Perm.
Yes. You know, my homegirl Zoe, who's out working with Pharaoh Monch right now. But this is like maybe one of my worst condition flyers, but I'm gonna pull it out anyways. And there's a good reason this is a bad condition.
How high? Okay.
It's Method Man and Redman. So shout out to shout out to the the 420, but Stand
Yeah, you know
Academy
what time
show.
it is. Yeah,
Check out
yeah.
who's Raz Fresco Open.
Peter
Peter
Jack. Oh,
Jackson.
snap. Quanche was on this. Say word. I probably was at this show, yo. Now that I look at it, I'm pretty sure I was at
Yeah.
this show.
I'm pretty
That's
sure I was at it too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This Flyers mash up many rolling paper filters were made out of this flyer.
Ha ha ha. That's peace.
Yeah.
All
So,
right,
yo,
man. That's it.
That's it, yo. That's it. Peace, quick peace, and shout out to the survivors and victims of the shootings in America last week.
Oh,
Like,
yes,
it's been crazy.
indeed.
It's been crazy. So, yo, that's all. Just stop the violence and kick the science.
Yeah, man.
Love.
Humanity first, man. You know, we definitely got to do better. You know, we're stronger together more than when we're divided, man. So let's keep moving forward in the name of peace, unity, and overstanding. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to Righteous, and shout out to everybody who watches every week. Shout out to Sandy, Colleen, everybody. Yo, and next week we're gonna have our big brother Jonathan Ramos on the 30th.
Okay.
We've got him booked. So we're gonna talk hardcore Toronto music history. And it's gonna be sick.
All right.
And yeah.
So we'll see y'all next week. My Reminisce Show, man. Tuesday. Jeez, next week, 7 p.m. all day.